Was the A County question?
Yeah.
So,
Either change the date.
Jane.
My name's Leah,
just a
like
little
know, and I need to provide public notice to Wells County. This is in accordance with the USCS Rules of Civil Procedures, as well as Rule 17 and Rule 20 of the United States Supreme Court. The Constitution of the United States has the overarching requirements that every state must follow. I don't think anyone here would deny that. And the states cannot enact their own alternative legislations substituted for the guarantees of the Constitution of the United States. That would mean that the state's laws are now more powerful than the Constitution. Clause 1 of Amendment 5 of the United States Constitution says, "No person shall be held answered for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on presentment or grand jury." However, the state of North Dakota has enacted its own alternative legislation that permits the prosecuting attorney or police officer to charge by information, not by indictment. That is unconstitutional. An emolument violation is when you pay a public officer to break the law. The Constitution has two areas that enforces this. One is Article 1, Section 10, where it says, no state shall create any law that shall impair the obligation of contracts. Police officers, prosecutors, judges are all under contract. A contract is performed that is based upon the oath or affirmation that they took. The contract perimeters are defined within the Constitution of the United States. And when the states enact laws that direct their agents to disobey the law, the Constitution of the United States, that would be a violation of Article 1, Section 10. Now, the 14th Amendment is the other place where you'll find the reinforcement of this issue. And that is where it says, no state shall create or enforce any law that shall abridge the privileges or immunities of United States citizens. The privileges and immunities of the United States citizens are at a minimum those enumerated within the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments. They cannot be impaired. And thus the state of North Dakota has enacted laws in its inferior constitution that is permitting public officials and law enforcement whom you pay to violate the Constitution of the United States. As a result, there is an inordinate amount of people currently imprisoned in the state of North Dakota illegally and unconstitutionally. Tanawah Downings is litigating this issue in the United States Supreme Court, and I'm here to notify you that if you continue to pay public officials to break the law, there can be criminal sanctions that would come from that. And we don't want to go down that path, but officials must be made aware of paying people to disobey the law. That is an emolument violation, it is illegal, and it is unconstitutional. I'm asking you honorable individuals to please look at Clause 1, Amendment 5, confirm what I'm saying is true, and then direct your public officials to act in a lawful, constitutional manner, consistent with the obligations that are codified in the Constitution of the United States. And I have a notice that I would like to put on the record. Thank you, and God bless. This is the notice for the record.
Okay, thank you.